Peace, family. We are back. Welcome. This is Kathy back coming to you with another Country Wayne skit from these Country Wayne streets. Okay, kings and queens, we are going to hop back in here. We're gonna make a detour to Rafi and Jocelyn Boulevard. They have a new home. One thing I can tell you about these skits in Wayne's World, they will take characters that we used to love and admire to characters that we absolutely cannot stand, that we loathe, that I know initially Dom came in. I kind of like Dom. I thought she was a nice, beautiful sister. Then now she's turned to some psychotic witch that I absolutely want to see disappear. And Jocelyn was one too. Yeah, she was a gangster from the streets. We knew what she did to make her money. Always back and forth when it came to Rafi. That's why I really didn't want her to get back with Rafi, because I knew their history. But it wasn't like I necessarily really had a problem with Jocelyn until that whole issue with playing games with Rafi all the time. Even when she was dealing with that guy Sean having sex up in the office and Rafi saw it on camera. Some have an issue with Shara and them because they were friends. I really didn't have a problem as bad. I know, girl code, they were friends. She shouldn't have went there. But look where we at. Look where we at. Rafi really liked Sade. They was really going good. I think it just took effect. It just came to a point where Jocelyn wanted her cake and eat it too. She didn't like the fact that, yeah, okay, your friend liked your ex, but you never really wanted Rafi like that. You made up your mind once you realized he wasn't really bothering with you like that. So then you said, okay, I'm gonna start something with Rafi. But you have been going back and forth with games, playing with Rafi ever since you was with Ty. She has been doing him dirty, and I knew once they got together and Sade was out of the picture, it still wasn't gonna go strong. Even if he proposed to her, I don't see them getting married. Even if it turns into a situation like Wayne, Amber, and Anthony were being together all the way up to the day of the wedding. Even if it goes into that, and I know that's something my good brother Dante from Dante Reviews made me realize that on his channel when he talked about it the other day. He was like, this situation reminds me of them, and I really didn't think about that. And it's true, but to two different extremes to a certain extent. But that whole love triangle situation with really having somebody feel like your soulmate and you have a close tie and bond with them, regardless of the friction you two went through, that's a love that's really hard to break. But you should be with another person that's better for you, that's ready to commit to you, and a part of a life that you want to live outside of this one. So in that respect, you can see the similarities in Jocelyn and Amber in their situation, but there's also a big difference in, Ty being from the streets, basically a criminal, still want to live in that lifestyle, and now not wanting to mentally see that Jock isn't yours no more. But I don't like Jocelyn's character because I don't like how she plays Sonny and Dom, knowing neither can stand each other, but the level of disrespect Dom shows towards Sonny is nasty, and she friends with both of them. And even though she tries to play nice with each of them, you still tolerate that nonsense from Dom. That's not a friend that I can trust. Sonny just said it the other day, I'm looking at you sideways now, because what Dom is doing is really, it's psychotic, it's twisted. And I don't know somebody who's supposed to be so street smart, so gangster like her, don't see Game supposed to recognize Game. You can't see how crazy she is, how bad she is for Mike, how disrespectful she is, and how she is 2 cans short of a 6-pack. She's not all there, and that's what I don't like, because I don't see that as a good friend. You have to draw the line somewhere. And now she's playing in Rafi's face over Ty. Yeah, he's not dead. We was all excited. I'm like, oh, Ralphie, I'm sorry. Ty's back, Ty back. But I didn't know he was gonna be on this crazy game. And I just can't stomach this now, how he's rolling. and just how Jocelyn is really really disrespectful to Rafi and what's going on. But come on, I'm sorry y'all for talking so much. It's just I wanted to highlight the storyline because I really haven't gotten into it. I don't know how much you guys are have been watching this, but yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Ty breaks into Rafi and Jocelyn's bedroom while they sleep. See, this is getting dangerous now. This situation is getting dangerous because in his mind, you still belong to him, and you're cheating out here with somebody else, and he's trying to get you back. Jocelyn, it's bad, and you need to break away. I don't care what soul ties you guys have, but you got to stop this. Okay, let's get in here, fam. Rafi, you better wake up. Rafi, come on now. Ain't that much sleepiness in the world. You better get your head together. And the fact that they have this beautiful big house, and Rafi, you got money. You mean to tell me you can't get no type of security system? This is really crazy right now that you don't have security system. Them blessed brothers, boy, got no sense. What would you gonna go in there and do, Ty? Shoot him? Stab him? Like what was you gonna do?
Be kind. Try to win her over, take her on a date. You always want to force somebody to be with you, or force somebody to do something. Let somebody make a choice.
She didn't meet you because she got a life. Moments of weakness, but you ain't the same. She need to break away from this fool. As slow as you moving, he had time to roll up out of there and put that bottle back. Yeah, but this is dangerous, and not to give Rafi the credit or the chance to defend himself. Let him know the man's still alive. That's why we know she still want him. It's hard to break. No, you already talked about he was your soulmate. If Rafi sees him, he's gonna know why she was been acting strange or distant or weird and always MIA, always checking her phone. If he lays eyes on this man alive, he's going to know he's been in touch off the bat. He's been in touch with Joss, and everything will now make sense. And the fact that she knew and didn't say anything, when he finds out, it's gonna rock his world. It is going to rock his world. I hope he finds out soon. I hope right along with Mike knowing how crazy Dom is. I don't know what she has to do for Mike to see just how crazy she is. But them two brothers, blessed brothers, gonna need each other to lean on when all this is over, because he's about to find out soon. I don't know if Rico can talk some sense into him, but this has to stop. This woman is not moving in with you. It's over. But he can't see that. And now it's becoming life-threatening. And it's not fair to Rafi. Just leave him alone. If you can't commit, you in love with Ty, still want to be with him, then let that be the case. Be with him. Leave Rafi alone, but don't play these kind of games. I think she's going to want to probably commit to Rafi and realize that there's no future for her and Ty. But it may be too late. He's going to find out and it's going to mess things up. What do you think? Put in the comments what you think. Family, like, tag, comment, share, subscribe. I appreciate it. Welcome all new subscribers. Just relax and make yourself at home. It's a safe space to share your opinion, and dialogue. We can agree to disagree, but don't be disrespectful. Always come in love. Come with, your perspective, because we don't all have to agree on everything, because we may have walked different paths. We may have shared certain things, but we can get each other to see things maybe from a different way. That's how we learn from one another. Okay, so let's move to the next.